Hi, Zeus here. I had a lot of fun playing Boom Beach today. I won my level 19 boss battle, and after upgrading my rocket launchers to max level, I went on a 7 times win streak, which was only broken by my first boss battle, which I lost by only 4% destruction.
Missed it by that much.
So in this video, I'm going to show you a part of my win streak leading up to my boss battle win. I'm starting here in the middle of level 18 where I left off with my last video. And I'm scouting this guy. He's got an unusual layout. He's got a hot pot there sort of in the middle of his base, in the front of his base, and his defensive weapons are all spread out. So I'm going to land some of my heavies and all of my Zukas on the far right, and I'm going to try to sweep his base. At this point, I'm learning that you really can't beat the bases against the people who have max rocket launchers like I do. And so the goal is just to beat as much of the base as you possibly can, carefully feeding your heavies in on a delayed basis if that's helpful. And in this case it was, and so I did. And you're just trying to stay alive as long as you can and take out as much of the base as you can, killing as many engines along the way. You know, we're gonna throw down some shocks to suppress items that are gonna hurt the heavies along the way. And beautifully timed shock there on the hot pot, which didn't really do any damage to me as it was taken down. And then we're going to use Brick's Iron Will to try to protect and reduce the damage from the rocket launchers. And then some health packs once we run out of energy to do more of those. Anyway, it's pretty hopeless. I mean, it's a very well designed base, and there's no way I'm going to get through it. But like I said, the goal is to get as much done as possible. And I beat 2 of his engines and quite a bit of his base. And let's see. Yep, he did not complete my base, so I got the win. Hangman. So let me show you, this is my base right now, and if you attack it with a standard loadout of heavies and rocket choppas and either brick or bullet, you're really not going to get through the base. And the only real question is how many engines are you going to destroy and how many defensive weapons along the way are you going to get? And you can see he's pretty much lost his heavies at this point, and his rocket choppers are going to start to go down, and boom, both are done. All right, so now we've got a 5 times win streak. Let's keep it going. So he's got a Doom cannon there and max level rocket launchers, amplifier, but no sky shield. So this is again going to be hopeless. The only question is, you know, how many engines can I get going through the base? So I'm going to land everybody right there on the corner on the far left of the landing strip. And then once we get those 2 defensive weapons there, we're going to flare to that sniper tower. Because what's going to happen if you let them go is your troops are just going to wander into the defenses without the heavies ahead of them, and your Zukas are going to die, and then your attack's going to fizzle really fast, and you're not going to get to any of the engines. So we're using Iron Will here to reduce the damage from all those machine guns, which do a lot of damage to heavies. They do shred heavies. Suppress a shock because we don't want that mortar to snipe our Zukas across the top. And meanwhile, that Doom cannon is just pounding away on our heavies. And the few heavies that we've got left just went up in smoke. And the Zukas are going to get pounded here in a second by the max level rocket launchers that survive. Throw a health pack down to try to delay the inevitable. our hero died, and boom. Now, he retreated, and he only beat one of our bases, so we've won this one. JRC 27. So let's see what he tried to do. So he used heavies and Zukas and brick like I am. And some iron will. And now he's coming into full range of the rocket launchers that are amplified. He had a little group on the far right that got vaporized pretty much instantaneously. And his heavies are taking grievous hits from all that pounding from the rocket launcher. Now they're shooting over the top of them, and all the Zukas are gone, and that's the end of that. Okay. We have a 6 times win streak. Let's see if we can keep it alive. So this guy has a pretty similar base to ours, except for that engine and small group of defensive weapons on the far right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take those out, and then we're going to flare back to the left corner landing strip and then do our conventional attack from there. And by doing that, we delay the time when our guys start getting addressed by the weapons that are condensed up at the top of the base. I probably could have been a little more patient and just taken out that mortar, but anyhow. Oof, the mortar sniped a couple of our Zukas. Yeah. Oof. That mortar sniped some more of our Zukas. So the heavies in front are getting pounded by that flamethrower, and the machine gun right behind it is ready to step in. So I threw a shock down, and now our heavies are getting pounded by that flamethrower behind the base, the engine there. So our Zukas are kind of in a bad spot. Oof, we lost a bunch of them on that shock launcher. Should have flared just a little bit sooner. And we're just going to use Iron Will to get down there without losing all the rest of our heavies. And we had to throw a shock down on the shock launcher because the heavies weren't moving. All right, we won this one too. The heavies weren't moving, and the Zukas were starting to overlap with the heavies, and that would be a pretty quick disaster. Well, we've won, but let's see how far we can get into this base. It's sort of good practice. All right, we got another engine. Threw down a shock. Okay, good. Took down the boom cannon. Oh, there's another shock launcher underneath the sky shield. That's not going to work out very well. Let's flare into the corner here. Maybe we can pull off another engine. Knocking down another engine. Well, we're totally out of gunboat energy. And the shock launcher knocked us out. All right, Enrico de Paredes. He had the same troop loadout as us. He had the heavies and the Zuka with brick. So at the end of the video, I'm going to show you more details of the base design, but when you do that on my base, you're just asking for trouble because very few of your heavies are going to get to that rocket launcher there in the corner. And then what's left is going to get pounded to dust before you even get to the leading engine there of the 4 engines. And you can see like he just got hammered. All right, well, we have a 7 times win streak. Let's see if we can win our boss battle for level 19. So the problem here is this he's got the space really well designed. That rocket launcher is going to get any troops that are even the slightest bit off of the lower edge. So we got to somehow figure out how to get heavies between those two rows of defenses without them actually dying. So it's an interesting challenge that this guy has laid out. So we're going to throw down all 4 of our boats of heavies and all 4 of our boats of Zookas on a bit of a spread. And I'm hoping that the heavies on the right are going to drift up, to the boom, that cannon there. And then there's a doom cannon there that I got to worry about because he's going to take out the heavies, and then that rocket launcher will be quickly making my Zookas die. So look at that. I'm already losing some Zookas from some collateral damage. But I got the doom cannon down. That was I call that a success. I don't have hardly any heavies left. So I got to throw down some critters, get rid of those mines, otherwise my Zookas are going to die. And I'm using Iron Will here to try to stay alive. I tell you what, this guy had max rocket launchers with a 4th rocket launcher coming down at me. I'd be dead by now already. Oof, a little bit slow on that 1 health pack, and now my troops are all going to die. All right, well, it was a valiant effort, doomed to failure. Good job. Uh-oh, he's still going. Oh, no. I think he's going to get that engine. Oh, good. Oh, no. Critter box. Oh, they're going to... Oh, the critters. Oh, boy. This is going to be really close. Okay, well, he's dead, but I think he got through slightly more of my base. I don't know. We'll see. I've got a lot of things in the back there. Oh my gosh, 4% destruction. Ouch. Good game. All right, let's see what he did. Right, so he had the heavy rocket chopper loadout. Nicely done there, taking out my boom cannon, but he lost his hero. Yeah, I just got away with taking out that boom cannon on the right. That was the difference. All right, let's see if we can't get back to being in position to win a boss battle. Again, max rocket launchers here, and a doom cannon in the back. Let's take out this one engine in the front here.
To victory!
Okay, that's exactly what you should not do, folks. All right, let's go back into battle here. If I can win this, I can win my level 19 boss battle. So this guy's got a base sort of similar to mine, but without the sky shield. And he does not have max level rocket launchers, but they look like they're level 4, and they're all amplified. There's a lot of mines in there. This is going to be hard, but I'm gonna try to sweep it to the left first, and then come at the massed up defenses. Land most of my troops there. I'm gonna hold back one boat of heavies. There's no reason to throw them all in right away, and they're just gonna get damaged by stuff. Okay. There's the last boat of heavies in. Oof. Lost a whole bunch of Zookas there. I should have kept the troops closer to the engine from the beginning. Use some iron will here to try to keep the front leading edge of the Zookas alive. And he's gotten 3 of mine. Uh-oh, he's gotten 2, all but 2. Got one last shock there. I don't think I'm gonna get through. Go down some critters, health pack. Another health pack. Well, he stopped at 2. Hopefully I can beat the base and get that last one. I'm gonna flare back over here. Uh-oh, he got another one of mine. So I'm gonna try to work my way down the corner there. Get down some critters. Oh, I wish I had one more health pack. Ugh. Oh, we just got... Oh no, the boom cannon's gonna get me. Oh, the mortar and the boom cannon. Alright, well, we're done. So let's see what he did. Oh no, he's still going. Ugh. One rocket chopper and a bunch of critters. He's gonna win. Ah, so close. Oh well. Nice job, Sounder 1. All right, let's see how he did it. He had standard loadout of heavies and rocket choppers. He landed some of them kind of high, which actually was a pretty good idea because that lets 2 of them drift into that boom cannon along with his bullet. And with bullet in front, acting as a screen, he's able to keep one of them alive for a bit. But by knocking down both of those boom cannons, he protected his 4 remaining rocket choppers. And unfortunately, that cannon on the far right was only able to take down 2 of them. And there's nothing left to stop that last rocket chopper from chewing through the rest of the base, unfortunately. Wow, it's just so close. Well, he was just out of range of the sniper tower when he was taking down that flamethrower. And the sniper tower almost took the guy down. And of course now he has got plenty of energy, so he used that to throw down a whole bunch of critter boxes, 3, and that was enough to keep the cannon away from him. All right, let's go back into battle here. So this guy's got a base kind of similar to mine. He's got a doom cannon in the middle there, though. And the range on that thing is such that it's going to be picking off my soldiers as I move along the bottom. So that's a bit of a problem. So I'm just looking around at where his mines are placed. And that mortar is going to be in range of my Zookas if they spread out along the bottom, so that's a problem. It's a nicely designed base. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go up to the top and loop around and hopefully take out that doom cannon before it does too much damage to us. There's a whole bunch of mines behind that legendary statue too, by the way. All right, the doom cannon's down, and now we're going to go straight hard on the... Oh, he's retreated. So by going hard at the massed defenses, hopefully we can take down the amplified rocket launchers before we fizzle. And if we can do that, we can take down 3 of his engines there and hopefully win if he's fizzled, which it looks like he has. So we've just got that one boom cannon there that's problematic, and now we're just going to chew through his 2 of his engines, gain a whole bunch of energy. That'll give us enough to get through that last cannon. Yep. And another engine's going to go down here shortly. Let's get away from those 2 defenses. We don't need to take them. All right, at this point, it's pretty sure that we've won because he's retreated and he only got 4. But just for practice, we'll take down more of his base. Down to 1. Oop, the flare was a little bit late. And we're in range of the machine gun, so that was it. Okay, well anyway, it's a victory, and that'll get us back to being in position to take another boss battle. Yogi Berra 2. Yogi Berra, the famous manager of the New York Mets, who had a number of very famous malapropisms. Very funny guy. So he made a big mistake letting that group on the top drift into the mass defenses, and look, they just got rocked. He should have had a flare to get them away. But luckily for me, he did not. And there's still 1 amp rocket launcher there, so took out the rest of his troops. Well, as Yogi Berra would say, it's hard to win if you lose. All right, let's go into our boss battle here. So this is a base, again, similar to mine. But he does not have max level rocket launchers. He's got level 4. So that's really helpful because there's only 3 of them and they do less damage. So we're going to put in 2 heavies first, the Zookas, and then 2 heavies in the rear, and then hopefully that will prevent 2 things. One is all the heavies being damaged on that flamethrower, and machine gun, and other weapons there, mines, etc. We're going to regroup them with a flare, and then secondly, hopefully some of them might drift up like they're doing now, so that they're providing a screen against the rocket launchers for the Zookas, while we take out the rest of the base on the bottom. Now another regrouping flare, because again, it's really important that we have the heavies in the front. And an iron will, because we're going to start coming under heavy pressure from the rocket launchers and the frontline defenses. And we've taken down 2. See how far into the base we can get. So another iron will. We're getting close to those rocket launchers. So we've pretty much lost our heavies. Oh, 1 rocket launcher goes down. Another health pack. Way too many mines there to get through, but we're going to do some more damage. I'm going to try a flare, but it's probably not going to work. The rocket launcher's going to get us. Yeah. Good effort. So I think we might have won our boss battle. Let's find out. Yep, awesome. Super cool. Level 19. Our opponent here was Crow. Let's see what he did. So he used a bullet with heavies and rocket choppas. And, you know, those heavies are going to follow the path and get destroyed on the mines and the defenses there. Oh, that's interesting. He did a regrouping to go after the boom cannon on the far right. Yeah, he's getting pounded by the 2 rocket launchers there because he chose to go that way. But anyway, good for me. And we get the level 19 chest, which is super cool. Awesome. So we're 8 for 10 in our final push there. We got up to 242 on the US leaderboard. All right, let's take a look at the TechTree and how I got here, and then what are we going to do with this chest? So, you know, we could upgrade the medic, but what do we need him for? At the moment, that's not going to be too helpful. Grenadiers, good for taking out mines, but not much else. We could upgrade the gunboat energy, unlock private bullet, but we're choosing not to unlock bullet because we want to get Kavan and see if we can progress with that. We could upgrade the rocket launchers, but that takes a lot of energy, and we can't do other things with that. Don't need more smoke. Haven't used it that much. Certainly don't need tanks. They're very slow. Warriors would last about a nanosecond in this kind of combat. Gunboat energy, don't need more, but we're gonna have to unlock that at some point and get the shock launcher, because when heavy choppas come in, it's vitally important. So we really want to unlock Kavan, but we're 1 chest short. The rocket launch, the barrage would be important, but Kavan and then that building health is the priority at the moment. And that node's not so great, so we'll go back and get the barrage at that point, perhaps the gunboat energy before pushing on to bombardiers and heavy choppa. And then, of course, the artillery bomb is next, and then the 6th engine. And in 6 engines, we'll get critters and more troop health and another defensive node. And in 7 engines, a whole bunch of defensive nodes and some relatively useless mines that I probably won't even unlock because there's other higher priorities. So this is the base. So we've got all these boom mines along the bottom, and a group of heavies running along there is going to be destroyed by the time they get to the flamethrower. And then on that angle going towards the rocket launcher, we've got a whole bunch of mines, and the cumulative damage from that many mines and one boom mine at the end is going to destroy the heavies. And we've got a few boom mines in the middle there just for the people that try to do a bullet heavy rush, which hasn't worked for the last several people that have tried it. And then these are the weapons that are going to be rocking the rocket choppas as they come in from the landing area. So it's a good mix of taking out heavies and rocket choppas and grinding down the troops before they even get to the main event, which is the mass defenses in the back. So that's the idea, the design principle behind this base, and it works really well. All right, after some more battles and unlocking Dr. Gvan, I got up to 216 on the US leaderboard, so the strategy is working. All right, well, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please subscribe to the channel, give us a like, and thanks as always to Hercules for the video editing.